Distinguished Chief Guest, Ms. Anu Aga, members of the Board of Governors, members of the Academic Senate, faculty and staff members of the Institute, invited dignitaries and guests, graduating students and their families, members of the press, electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. I extend the most cordial and hearty welcome to each one of you on the occasion of the 7th Convocation of the Indian Institute of Technology, Gandhinagar. I am particularly happy to welcome Ms. Anu Aga, the former chairperson of Thermax Limited and presently the chairperson of Teach for India. A graduate of St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, she did her postgraduate studies at the Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai, and has been a Fulbright scholar. After retiring from Thermax, she has focused on social work, principally around primary education for the underprivileged, for which she was awarded the Padma Shri in 2010. We are most grateful to you, madam, for accepting our invitation, and we are indeed honored by your gracious presence in our midst today. Founded in 2008, IIT Gandhinagar is reaching a major landmark, completing 10 years of its existence. It is a matter of pride for all of us that the Institute has made a mark nationally and internationally for its novel and innovative approach to academics and governance. On this 10th anniversary, we propose to undertake exercises in retrospection and plan for the years ahead. At this convocation, we are awarding 112 BTech, 78 MSc, 14 MA, 2 BTech MTech dual, 96 MTech, and 24 PhDs, and 2 postgraduate diplomas. My heartiest congratulations to all the degree recipients and medal winners. The academic year 2017-18 has been an exceedingly eventful year, and I am privileged to report on the activities of this period. The visit of the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to the Institute on October 7, 2017 to dedicate our campus to the nation was one of the most momentous events of the year. He spent time to appreciate the architecture of our academic area, and his address inspired and enthralled audience both on campus and on the telecast nationwide. Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Vijay Bhai Rupani, HRD Minister Shri Prakash Javadekar, Minister of Electronics and IT, Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad also graced the occasion along with other dignitaries. Our academic programs continue to evolve, and we are now launching a new BTech MSc dual degree program, which will enable BTech students to also obtain an MSc degree by spending an additional year at the Institute. This program is intended to benefit students who may be interested in natural sciences along with engineering. We continue to attract outstanding students from across the country. Just this week, 186 new BTech students from 18 states in the country and 334 postgraduate students from 26 states in our country joined our academic programs. Our efforts to attract international students have started to yield some dividends. This year, we have admitted master students from Nepal, from Sri Lanka, from Papua New Guinea, and Turkey. In our quest for globalization of academics, we have initiated a novel double degree program in material science and engineering with Japan Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, JIST. Students from JIST and IIT Gandhinagar will spend 15 months at their home institute and at least 9 months at the other institute to complete the course and thesis requirements to receive 2 separate master's degrees, one from IIT Gandhinagar and one from JIST. International exposure for our students is a core feature of IIT Gandhinagar's educational experience. We are very happy to report that over 40% of the undergraduates graduating today in this batch have received international exposure in the form of study abroad programs, summer internships, or participation in international conferences. We have now established a Tinkerer's Laboratory. We recently completed a highly successful 7-week program named as Invent at IIT GN, in which 20 students from 5 IITs developed 10 amazing inventions that address real-life problems of Indian society. The program was conducted by 2 professors of the Cooper Union in New York, Alan Wolf and Eric Lima, who spent 4 weeks at IIT Gandhinagar along with IIT Gandhinagar colleagues Professor Vineet Vashisht and Nitin George. The Institute's first indigenous hackathon was organized this year, attracting significant participation from our undergraduates. In the years ahead, we plan to significantly scale up our emphasis on learning by doing. We are also placing greater emphasis on enhancing writing skills of our students and have established a writing studio in the Institute. In fact, starting this year, we have introduced a compulsory writing course for our postgraduate students. The R&D infrastructure continues to improve and several major equipments were procured during the year. We received 31 crore rupees worth of external funds for research and development during the financial year 17-18 as against 25 crores the previous year. We published 290 papers in scholarly journals during 2017 compared to 240 journal publications in 2016. Our colleagues and students filed 7 patents during the year. Archaeological Sciences Center has pursued a multidisciplinary research project on Dhulavira, completing a study for its pottery and initiating another one on its lithic material. The fire testing facility jointly set up by IIT Gandhinagar and Underwriters Laboratory last year is now attracting industrial usage for testing. The project Mind Eye, developed in our Center for Biomedical Engineering, was selected among the 5 most interesting ideas for display to the Prime Minister on Army Day on January 15, 2018. The Cognitive Science Center hosted its first edition of Cognitalks in August 2017 with a focus on applications of cognitive science research in applied areas such as education, management, and design. The Center for Creative Learning is striving to popularize science and mathematics education in India. It provides opportunities to design, model, produce, and test ideas and projects to show science in action. Over the last year, the Center for Creative Learning worked with over 1,500 teachers and reached out to 25,000 students. Our research park is making steady progress. 8 companies in diverse areas like cognitive and data science, power, specialty chemicals, Internet of Things, manufacturing, and security have now signed up in the park. An advisory council under the chairmanship of Shri Chris Gopalkrishnan, co-founder of Infosys Technologies Limited, has been constituted with the objectives of establishing the strategies and goals of the park, networking with potential clients, and attracting mentors and funding for startups. With support from the Department of Science and Technology of the Government of India, we have now started construction of a 190,000 square foot permanent research park facility just north of the scenic drive in our campus. The Center for Water and Sanitation, supported by US-based Wheels Global Foundation, has started to function in the research park. US-based philanthropist Mr. Chirag Patel has contributed substantial funds for the project. The center aims to focus on developing new and cost-effective ways to treat water, reduce water contamination in rivers, and work to improve policies related to drinking water. Our campus continues to win laurels and recently received confirmation of its 5-star Griha large area development rating with an implementation score that is significantly better than its initial planning score. Including the solar carport, the campus now has half a megawatt capacity of installed solar PV panels. The 4 Jal Mandaps that harvest rooftop rainwater are now fully operational, and the harvested rainwater is being used for drinking. The campus continues to treat all its sewage and recycle the treated water for horticulture. The next phase of constructions in the campus have now begun. A sports complex and central arcade, the next set of hostels, the institute guest house and the director's residence, and a 2,000 capacity amphitheater are currently under construction. We will soon start construction of studio apartments, followed by the next set of academic buildings. Since inception, we have focused on recruiting very high quality young faculty, and this is now paying us rich dividends, as can be seen by the extraordinary quality of our faculty and their achievements. Dr. Chandrasekhar Tiwari and Dr. Udipto Ghosh received the Ramanujam Fellowship. Dr. Saptrishi De received the Inspire Fellowship. Professor Bhaskar Datta received the Chemical Sciences Teaching Award of the Gujarat Science Academy. Professor Uttama Lahiri and Prachi Thareja have been awarded the Indira Parikh 50 Women in Education Leaders of the year 2018 by World Education Congress. Professor Joyce Mackey was awarded the Young Faculty Research Award under the Vishwasaraya PhD Fellowship Program of the Ministry of Electronics and IT. Professor Kabir Jasuja and his students received the People's Choice Award in an international scientific imaging competition called Nanocartography, organized by Drexel University. IIT Gandhinagar has instituted Excellence Awards for faculty. These were given to Professor Abhijit Mishra for excellence in teaching, Professor Chinmay Ghuroi for excellence in research, and Professor Pratik Mutha for excellence in institution building. The non-teaching staff of the institute plays an extremely critical role in fulfilling our mission of excellence. To ensure their capacity building and professional growth, we had last year created the Staff Development Cell, whose activities have been growing at a healthy pace. During the year, Staff Excellence Awards were presented to Mr. Sumit Kumar, Security Supervisor, Mr. Telin Solanki, Junior Superintendent, Mr. Gaurav Shukla, Junior Superintendent, Ms. Ankita Bhandari, Administrative Assistant, Mr. Tej Bahadur Gurung, Junior Assistant, Mr. Pragnesh Parikh, Junior Technical Superintendent, Ms. Anandiben Sonara, Daycare Center Helper, Mr. Anil Bodar, Physiotherapy Assistant, Mr. Sujit Shah, Junior Assistant, and Mr. Shailesh Waghela, Housekeeping Staff. We have a very engaged student community with excellent student leadership that does an exceptional job of balancing academic and extracurricular activities. The students organized numerous social, cultural, and sporting events during the year, including the Undergraduate Research Conclave, the annual technical event Amalthea, the medical camp Sanjeevani Health Mela, the all-night intra-college sports event Halla Bowl, the intra-college cultural festival Jashan, the intra-college technological festival Ignite, and the annual carnival night Winter Carnation. Our student leaders hosted the first student leadership conclave in March this year, at which student leaders from 14 different IITs brainstormed over 2 days on ways to make student engagement more effective in the IIT system. Several students received laudable recognitions. Nalini Natarajan and Siddhant Bhoer of Biological Engineering was selected for the Fulbright Nehru Doctoral Research Fellowship. Ajay Kumar, MSc Chemistry student, was selected for the Shastri Research Student Fellowship. Anmol Gautam, Computer Science, was selected for the Google Summer Code Fellowship. A. Akash, PhD student in Earth Sciences, was selected for the Water Advanced Research and Innovation Internship Program at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Several students received awards for best posters or oral presentations at various international conferences. The Institute remains deeply committed to the community around us that may not be as privileged as we are. NEEV, our social outreach arm, scaled up its engagement with the neighboring villages during the year. It organized 7 entrepreneurial awareness sessions for 490 participants, 4 entrepreneurship development workshops for 120 participants, and 6 skill development projects for 137 participants. 6 of these activities were conducted exclusively for women. Some of these activities are sponsored by the Desai Foundation in the United States. Our student leaders have taken strong interest in the welfare of underprivileged children through NYASA. The children of neighborhood migrant workers attend the daily school run by NYASA, in fact, in this very building on the upper floor, and are engaged in several educational activities and general festive celebrations. Our agenda of excellence relies significantly on philanthropic funds. We fondly say that while the government is generous in providing for the routine operational expenses, the excellence at IIT Gandhinagar is to be funded by philanthropy. We had earlier established 3 faculty chairs for excellence through donor funds, and these were recently awarded to Professor Jason Manjle, Professor Chinmay Ghuroi, and Professor Nitin George. More recently, we established another chair with the generous donation of Shri Naveen Doshi of California. The Kanchan and Harilal Doshi chair will support research on the country's water and sanitation problems. Mrs. Hamida Banu Chopra of California has contributed a significant endowment toward the Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Chair in Urdu. Mr. Raj Mashruwala, Mr. Rohinton Mehta, Mr. Avinash, Dr. Hemant Kanakia sponsored the initiative Invent at IIT Gandhinagar. Mr. Piyush Shah and many of his classmates from IIT Bombay contributed for setting up the Tinker's Laboratory. We are thankful to several colleagues and well-wishers for setting up scholarships at the Institute, including Mrs. Usha Murthy, wife of our late colleague Professor K.V.V. Murthy, Professor D.V. Pai, Mr. Nirmal Jha, and Mr. Mahesh Tandon. BTech graduates of 2013 have established Class of 2013 scholarships through regular monthly donations. Besides the batch gift at the time of graduation that our students make, 134 alumni made donations during the last financial year as against 70 the previous year. It is a matter of great pride for all of us that our young alumni have now started to receive international recognitions. Dr. Yogesh Goyal, BTech graduate of 2012 from IIT Gandhinagar, has received now the Jane Coffin Child's Memorial Fund Fellowship, in addition to being named one of the 14 inaugural Schmidt Science Fellows under the auspices of the Rhodes Trust. Mr. Bhaskar Jyoti Das, BTech graduate of 2014, received the Schmidt MacArthur Fellowship by Ellen MacArthur Foundation UK and Schmidt Family Foundation. Ms. Aishwarya Agrawal, BTech graduate of 2014, received the prestigious NVIDIA Graduate Fellowship for research towards intelligent vision and language systems. And Ayatri Singha, graduating today with an MSc, has received the Ronald Drever Scholarship to pursue doctoral studies in gravitational waves at the University of Glasgow. Indeed, a significant number of our alumni are choosing to go for higher education. Of the students graduating today, 48 are going to pursue higher studies, with 27 intending to obtain a PhD. My dear graduating students, I extend you my heartiest congratulations to all those who are graduating today and also those who won the medals and awards. I imagine you are experiencing 2 conflicting emotions while leaving the institute for your new career path. On the one hand, you are excited about the new opportunities that await you. On the other, you are likely somber about leaving the institute that was your home for several years, during which you built many deep and lasting friendships. The 7th batch of BTech students graduating today is the last batch of bachas to spend time at both our temporary campus in Chandkheda and our permanent campus in Palej, and thus have experienced the transition. More importantly, you have experienced our expansion, not just in size, but also in the curriculum, our faculty, our systems, and institutional culture. My friends, a college is not defined by its buildings, laboratories, or administration. It is above all a collective of students and faculty who learn and share knowledge and wisdom together. IIT Gandhinagar's growing reputation to a significant degree has been built on the exceptional maturity, leadership, and passion of its student body, for which we will always be proud. I have often wondered what made IIT Gandhinagar so mature and responsible. Someday, I hope a scholar will undertake a study to answer that question. For now, I will only reiterate what you have often heard me say, that I am a big fan of our students. And my admiration for the IIT Gandhinagar student body only grows every year. IIT Gandhinagar has been exceptional in the financial support it provides to its students in the form of scholarships, loans, grants, and funding for internships in India and abroad. This has been possible thanks to the extraordinary generosity of well-wishers who have shown faith in the future of the institute with their donations, even though they had no association with the institute or with its student body. Their support is a tribute to the exciting innovations underway at IIT Gandhinagar and the potential they saw in you, our students. As we grow, the onus of this support will shift increasingly to our alumni, which is the case with academic institutions globally. We are also counting on your continuing engagement with the institute in the years ahead in our joint ambition to elevate IIT Gandhinagar to the ranks of a world-class university. Nothing gives us greater happiness than to see our alumni shine. Already, IIT Gandhinagar alumni have started to bring us glory by their successes in academia, entrepreneurship, corporate jobs, or pursuing unconventional paths. I am confident that you too will be equally successful, and I hope you will remain in touch with us and share your personal and professional journeys. I personally will love to hear from you in the years ahead. Life will bring its ups and downs and force difficult choices upon you from time to time. I am confident that IIT Gandhinagar has prepared you not just academically but holistically to navigate life's detours successfully. I wish you courage and wisdom in the choices and the decisions you make. God bless you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.